Episode 2 takes place 10 years after Episode 1, and now Anakin is a Padawan learner, apprentice Jedi, and Obi-Wan is his mentor. Padme finished her term as the Queen of Naboo and has gone on to become a senator. The movie is essentially a story about Anakin and Anakin's dealing with his emotions, the difficulty of his being torn between his duty and his emotional needs, which relate to Padme.
Must be difficult having sworn your life to the Jedi, not being able to do the things you like.
Or be with the people that I love.
Are you allowed to love? Thought that was forbidden for a Jedi.
It's the beginning of the end of democracy in the Republic. We go to Kamino, which is a very exotic, more fantastic, science fiction-y kind of planet, very surreal. And we also go to Geonosis, which is a planet of insect-like creatures.
In terms of the scope, visually, the amount of planets, the vehicles that have been designed for this is the most ambitious of all the various chapters that have been made already.
This is back to the spirit of adventure, the excitement, the drama. Everything is in this script that made people fall in love with the original Star Wars.
Since episode 1, he'll have been training Anakin heavily.
Patience. Use the Force. Think. Sorry, Master.
They're like two old friends who've been together a long time and who spend too much time together.
You know I don't like it when you do that. Sorry, Master. I forgot you don't like flying. Well, you've lost it. If you'll excuse me. I hate it when he does that.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's worried Anakin's a bit headstrong and overconfident.
Boy has exceptional skills.
But he still has much to learn, Master. His abilities have made him, well, arrogant.
He loves Obi-Wan because he is sort of a father figure for him. But at the same time, there still is that resistance because Anakin does want to break free of what he's doing right now.
I'm ready for the trials, but he feels that I'm too unpredictable. He won't let me move on.
She is now a senator. She had been the queen, but her reign ended, and the new queen asks her to stay and help out and be a senator, so she's still in the political scene. Do you have any idea who's behind this attack?
We will find out who's trying to kill you, Padme. I promise you.
Escort the senator back to Naboo. She'll be safer there.
They have to travel together a lot because he's protecting her.
Throughout the film, they're put in these very extreme settings because they're in hiding.
You're making fun of me.
No, I'd be much too frightened to tease a senator.
She really struggles with sort of the career versus romance issue. You're starting to become a Jedi. I'm a senator.
We could keep it a secret.
We'd be living a lie. I couldn't do that. Could you, Anakin?
He understands that as a Jedi, he's not allowed to fall in love. Even though he feels so passionately for Padme, it's that confusion that really causes him all of his anxiety.
This one, obviously, we kind of know what happens to Anakin. We just don't know how and why.
It's all Obi-Wan's fault. He's holding me back.
You're not all powerful, Anakin.
Well, I should be. Anakin's flaws, like all classic mythological heroes, are the flaws that everyone carries with them. The issues that he's confronting is that a good Jedi overcomes those flaws and kind of goes above the normal human tragedy that most people have to experience.
What is it?
Pain, suffering, death, I feel.
Anakin is starting to display some interesting characteristics that need to be watched closer.
Evil isn't just pure evil. A lot of times it comes from good. Episode 2 is sort of like a an extended portrayal of how evil evolves.
And it really allows you to, I think, feel for his struggle much more. And I think that most people would make some of the same choices that Anakin does.
It's no different than having somebody in your family that you love who's got a serious problem. There's not much you can do. You don't stop loving them. And I think that's what's going to happen, especially with somebody as good as Hayden.
I go on a kind of Dick Tracy detective spree.
I've always wanted to have my own ship, and he gets one, and he gets to take off in it on his own adventure in this one.
A bit like Luke Skywalker does in his X-Wing when he goes to find Yoda.
They are using a bounty hunter named Jango Fett to create a clone army.
Wait. Your clones are very impressive. You must be very proud.
They'll do their job well.
I needed a Jedi who was an older Jedi that had left the Order, who was very good. I decided to go with a more elegant, sophisticated kind of person, reminiscent of Obi-Wan Kenobi as an older man.
I play a character called Count Dooku, a battle-scarred Jedi. He's obviously a man of immense power, mental power and physical power.
You must join me, Obi-Wan, and together we will destroy the Sith.
Common skills are preparing for war, there can be no doubt of that.
My role apparently is that of mediator, who believes in peace and the power of negotiation, until it seems that it's absolutely inevitable and nothing else can be done.
I will create a grand army of the Republic to counter the increasing threats of the Separatists.
This is actually the beginning of the Clone Wars, so there's a lot of intense action sequences in this film. This is the heyday, the golden age of Jedi. We see Jedi in large battle scenes, battling as a large group. And before, we've never seen that before. There's always been a couple of Jedi fighting each other.
It's a bigger part, and I do more things in it. That just means that I have to work a little harder, making sure I stay alive for the next one.
I look at these as the swashbuckling adventures, the modern era. To work on a film that has the scope of the Star Wars saga, it's kind of like a dream come true for an actor, because you're doing something that you know is gonna last forever.
What more can an actor want in terms of being in a story which is immortalized in the eyes of millions of people? It's very rewarding, very enthralling, and it's magic.
I think people like seeing, themselves in a fantastical world. It's really like a fun trip for the imagination.
It's just the story of people wanting to break free from their surroundings and reach new ground. The struggle from, the good side and the dark side, and something that we all deal with that, which I guess is a theme in all of the Star Wars movies.